on these. Oh, mini market. Morning everybody. It's an early one. Off to Spain this morning, Las Colinas, for 5 days filming. Going to pick up Coach now. More swings coming at you today. This guy hitting a little cut with quite a funky move at the top actually. How was your flight, Matt?
Yeah, pretty solid.
Solid flight? You slept lots of it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah, early start, wasn't it?
Very early, bruh. Answer to last week's question. I'm not sure why people call it open and closed. I call it either twisted or lofted. When I relate golfers to how that dictates the loft, that kind of, say, first parallel club pointing down the ground or in the air, it seems to really hit home more than open or closed, because I would get students who have the face, what they would call closed, but then still slice it, which obviously then confuses them. I would go more with lofted, taking the loft off or adding loft or taking off. It tends to have more of an effect on that than anything else. Today's question, can you hit down with a driver, so angle of attack down, and still present lots of loft? Comment section. They post them down there, don't they, Matt? Where do they post them? Down there. There's a subscribe button down there as well, isn't there? What should they do with that?
Click it.
Oh, he gets it. Right, if we look at today's swing, we see on the downswing, this guy hits fades and cuts, pushes and fades and cuts, he's saying. This shot looks like it cuts. So we get quite a steepening of the shaft on the downswing. The move I would like this player to identify, deal with that steepening of that shaft on that downswing, is this movement at the top. Things look to be going quite well at this stage, and then we get this little Zorro bit at the top, which is helping him change the direction of all those forces in that shaft, and then in turn stand that shaft up, which makes it hard for him to control, face the path, and in turn I think a bit par. We can identify what's going on at the top there, get him to feel it, I think he'll be able to change the order of the downswing a little bit. Right, we've arrived at Las Colinas Golf and Country Club. We've got this villa, look at this, lovely little view. Here's the villa. It's very windy here today. Got loads of filming to do out on the course, loads of compares, got loads of golf balls we're going to compare. Going to get really into a lot of fun content for you guys. Should we show you around the villa? Here we go. What a pose, Coach. What a pose. Well, just put your hand out like, you know, like, yeah. Oh, then we got shower rooms. There's a double room there. Lockie's in that one there. Shower room. Oh, someone's got en suite. It's embarrassing. What a lovely place. Tiled floors, a kitchen at the front. You're gonna have to delve into your egg on toast speciality, Matt. Yeah. Look at this. Las Colinas, my villa, bruh. So first idea, I want you to try and practice to get the idea of moving the centre of gravity of this club in a different way on the backswing. Get rid of that Zorro Twist. You need 2 clubs. So I've got 2 irons here. It can be any irons. I've got a 7 iron and a 56. So we're trying to get rid of this. You do move the club a little bit this side of you, but that doesn't bother me if you just carried on the path of that. What you do is you move the club out, and then we see this little Zorro Twist, which almost stands the shaft up a bit at the end of the backswing, and then you pull it down, standing it up. We need to identify that Zorro Twist. 2 clubs. What you're going to do is feel the weight of 2 better than 1. And I want you just trying to feel like the weight of these 2 heads goes this way over your right shoulder, so kind of behind you more. So you just grab them, you don't need your normal hold, I'm literally just kind of gorilla gripping. And then what I'm going to do is take them back like you're doing, but feel that club just moving over my right shoulder. Then do one where you do your move. Because it's heavier, you're going to feel very much the difference in those 2 as the weight of those clubs pulls and pushes you in different ways. Once you've set that club more over your right shoulder, then just drop it down and spin it out in front of you. Great way to get the feeling of where the center of the mass of this club should be going in relationship to your hands, and isolating that feeling at the top. A few practice swings with this, then hit a shot. So to my ball, feeling that weight of that club, I'm literally just going to chuck the wedge out, go with my 7 iron and try and recreate it. So identifying that quirky move is the first step to you fixing it. Let's answer your questions.
I don't know you personally, obviously, but I get the impression from your content that you really enjoy the technical part of the game. But I wondered, as a coach, what you got more satisfaction from. Is it taking a real novice or someone who's really struggling and making changes to the real basics of their swing that make a huge difference to their game? Or is it taking a better player, elite player, really drilling down into the technical aspects of their swing to try and lose that 1 or 2 shots out of their game? What do you get more satisfaction from as a coach? Thanks.
So I like teaching all kinds of people, and what I always think is quite interesting is that people think teaching better players is harder than teaching higher handicappers or beginners. I don't see it that way at all. Often your handicap doesn't really relate to how much information you understand about the golf swing, and often lower handicappers come with a lot of baggage. They have a lot of preconceptions which often aren't right, so sometimes they can be harder that way. So rather than having better knowledge with them, you have worse sometimes. I like both. It's hard to pinpoint. I do really like taking beginners and high handicappers who are getting it completely wrong and showing them how good they can be if they just rethink what they're doing. That's very exciting. I've always enjoyed doing that. I sometimes can get a little bit bored with the better player conversations of having to persuade them to do certain things, because that's often about kind of coaching rather than teaching sometimes, if that makes sense. So it's more about kind of dealing with their emotions, dealing with their egos, dealing with their perceptions, where with a newer golfer you're just kind of got a raw blank canvas, and I do love that. But I wouldn't really, I mean, you asked a question so I kind of given an answer. To be honest with you, I'm not fussed. I just like improving people and helping people understand what they need to do to get better. And you say I'm a technical coach. I'm very much not a technical coach. If you watch any of my live lessons, I use tech. I like to understand. I might talk on Twitter and other places in a more technical way because I like to challenge the audience rather than deliver the normal kind of dumbed down rubbish that some people like to do. I like to try and kind of push you all to learn a little bit more. But yeah, now I like teaching beginners, but I also like teaching good players as well. Second drill, let's try and identify what hand is controlling this funkiness. So let's do some practice swings with right hand only and feel where you get that club setting up to the top. So basically I want the club setting here more so we can lay the shaft down to hit through rather than that loop that we talked about. So is it the right hand? So make some practice swings. I can actually hit shots with my right hand. So put a ball on the tee, maybe on the range, and try and hit in a few shots with the right hand. Film yourself and see if that funky movement is in there. If it is in there, then you identify it through that hand and you try and take it out. If it's not, you try it with the left and see if that is putting it in there. I feel very similar with both of my hands separated on the club. It's how I do when I make my swing with both of my hands on the club. So for me it feels like none of them are really taking over or doing anything a bit funky in there. So again, if you do it with your left hand and you find it easier to do that little loop at the top, then work harder on feeling that left hand to get that lay down on the downswing. Really for you, you can't feel enough like you're pointing the club kind of right off into the distance into the left here to give you a much better chance of moving that club path, getting rid of that club standing up on the downswing and giving you that temptation always to swing left. Let me know which hand it was. Lights on, bro.
Lights are on, full beam. Let's full beam, everyone.
There we go, day one filming last. Kalinas, go on that way, bro.
Oh, go on, rebel.
Sorry, we're English.
See ya.
Back to the villa.
Come on.
Are you soaking your balls?
Yeah.
Are you?
Well, no, I'll have a
You haven't got a
shower.
bath, have you?
No, I'm going to have a shave and a shower.
Oh, what a treat. I'm going to edit this. Thanks for watching. Post those comments down below. Hit that subscribe button. And remember to thumbs it up. Go on, Matt. Show us a thumbs up. Why would they thumb up a video? Oh, come on.
Holy moly.
There's a car.
Oh my god. I'm going to indicate. Indicate it off.
You're on the wrong lane, surely there.
No, I'm alright.
Oh, are you scared?
Yeah. Got him.
Sorry, we're English.
Hey, get off the road. Hey.
That is lovely action, isn't it?